Hello everybody, welcome back to Elm Creek Station. So I figured I would do a little experiment with you guys on whether or not you prefer the face cam. As you know, I am going to be right there. If you were curious, I just have my camera turned off. Tell me in the comments what you think about that. As usual, let's get our to-do list put up on screen. Today's tasks are going to be to rent a subsoiler. We need to buy a weeder, weed field number 60. We need to get field 52 fully set up for wheat, get field 65 fully set up for grass, and get all of that cotton harvested when it comes time. Let's get started. The first thing we need to do is the same thing we usually need to do when we come back to the station, is check on all of our items. We don't have any animals. We don't have any good contracts to do right now. Our greenhouses are okay. Let's see what we need as far as honey. There, of course, is honey set up there. And we'll check our map and see what we got. So at the moment, we've got all of our cotton left to harvest. And we have wheat planted over in field number 60. We got to get field 62 here fully set up for wheat the same way field number 60 is. The goal here is that next season we will be able to grow enough wheat and have enough straw as a byproduct to keep our chickens taken care of. The cotton here is almost fully finished, and those will be ready to go next month. So let's get the remainder of our September tasks done. That way we can move ahead into October and focus on harvesting wheat. So, I think the first thing we need to do is get a weeder set up. And since this is a lighter tractor, I'm going to take this one into town for a weeder and a subsoiler, which means we got to get our trailer set up to go into town here. And after I get this all set up, I will get the bigger tractor set up to start mulching. I'll get the big guy tractor set up here to start mulching that field down. Now, as I've discussed in past episodes, I do like the mulch fields. I think it makes the fields look a little tidier before you try to plant on them or cultivate them. I also kind of like the little, what is it, I think 2.5% yield bonus that you get. I think that's important. That's a big deal. So I definitely like going to do. One thing I am going to do is do the sides of this myself. Oh, excuse me. Before I put it onto a worker. Reason being is because I don't want to run the risk of the worker mulching into the cotton. Not a huge risk, but I have seen it done in the past, and I'd like to prevent it if at all possible. I do know that these fields of cotton are on different growth stages, unfortunately. And I still was never able to... I didn't want to drive into the field. And I still was never able to find a reliable answer on whether or not I can wait. But if I recall correctly, because it's been a little while since I have been here, we decided to just re-rent the harvester. I think, even though it's expensive, we have quite a bit of money right now. We can't afford it. And we are going to have more money coming in from the potato harvest. By the way, when is that at its best? Potatoes. Looks like they're at their best in February, so we'll hold on to those for a few months. Thankfully, we don't have anything to bring in that's going to require the trailer, so we can just let it sit. Okay, we're on a worker on that. Alright, so now that we got everybody moving, everybody knows their jobs, let's get into town. Make our way into town here, and when we get there, we will have a subsoiler and a weeder waiting for us. So I will see you when we get. Alrighty then, we are almost there. Welcome back. So, if you're new here, I do prefer to drive through field. Purely because roads are too slow. I think roads are too slow for me, and I'd drive through the field. I forgot that we had 2 bags of seeds here, so we could get those loaded up. So we'll get those thrown on here. And then we will get ourselves headed. I think the goal... Oh boy. I think backing up would be easier if I have myself pointed backward. I think the goal for me right now is going to be to get the cotton harvested next month, like I said. And probably next month the grass is going to be ready for harvest. It may not be. I would really like to get a cut in before it gets cold, predominantly because the grass won't grow. And I really want to get the sheep in before, you know, too many more months. So we'll see how this grass looks tomorrow. And if it's acceptable to be cut, then we'll come get some mowers and gadgets like that and get ourselves prepared for grass cutting and baling. We'll need a mower system, and we will need a baling system and a windrower. Alright. Go ahead and block everything down here. And we'll get ourselves driven back. I'm really glad we bought this trailer because, like I've said in the past, it's quite a drive from our house to the machine shop, and, you know, having the ability to take several things like this is just vital. It's so necessary, especially next month when it's going to come time to transport the cotton up to the spinnery, which we're going to have to buy. So we're going to be spending some money this month. But, you know, when is that different? It's expensive to be a farmer. But a lot of these things are only things you gotta buy once. The subsoiler was rented, but that's just because you gotta plow with it once, and then we'll turn it back because we do shallow cultivation and weeding, rather than deep cultivation and stone. Road, are we clear to go? Yes. Red car, hello. Don't worry. Let's check up on our AI worker. Like the AI is almost finished, which is good news for us. AI gets done, we'll come back along with the cultivator and our brand new weeder and get wheat planted. Small wheat field there. And I think that's going to be good. Our chickens have plenty of feed in addition to the sorghum. In addition to the sorghum that they're going to have. I think the chickens are going to be in pretty good shape once they have all the sorghum and the wheat. The chickens are going to come quite a bit later. The sheep will come first, and then the chickens. And I'm still trying to decide. I almost certainly want the sheep to be right down here at the front of the field. I can almost guarantee it. I'm still trying to decide a couple of things on whether or not I want to plow together the 2 fields here, 66 and 67. So that I can have more room, so I can have chickens, cows, and, you know, all of the animals right here. Or do I want to have the other 2 situated up on 64 and 65? I think I'm going to have everything else situated on 64 and 65, predominantly because I can put trees and things up there, and once I develop a good stockpile, I'm not going to need to cut grass every available opportunity. Not only that, but cutting grass is a very interesting plot. Okay. We'll get our bags and objects off here. When we get done with that, we will trade tractors. We'll get tractors traded over here. No, wait, I can't. I'm sorry, I forgot. I'll run the subsoiler on this tractor, and I'll run the cultivator. Also, we should probably just buy a skid steer, to be honest. I just don't want to. Plainly, I'm just lazy about it. I just don't. These don't hold a ton of weight. But that's okay, because I don't need them to hold a ton of weight. I'm just trying to put off the expenditure of money as much as I can. Yes, I need to. Not what I wanted. Go. Actually, I have an idea. I have a plan. Since that field, the big one, needs to be weeded, we will have the worker start on weeding. Well, after we get to that. I like this weeder. Really. Very large. Yeah. Very nice working with. And it's not overly heavy. Get ourselves set there. Drop this off. Fully mulched, I think, by looking at this properly. Very nice. Very, very nice. Got rain in the forecast. Save. When's the rain coming? Oh, 4 o'clock? Okay, we have lots. Little heavy. Okay. Grab. Oh. Get it on deck and ready for us. Right after the weeding. Excuse me, car. Road. Very nice. Set this down. Get going. Alright, I like this. Now, it may seem kind of silly. It may look a little silly right now. But if you do the weeding before your crop has germinated, you will never have weeds to deal with at all. You won't have small weeds. You won't have any need to spray. And you get a little bit of a boost because you don't have to have dead weeds. You get a little bit of a yield boost. We can see the grass is being removed right here. I mean, that tells us that we have a full width. So that's pretty much there. We'll set this off on a worker. We will get started on some cultivation. We can watch both of these things happen. This is going to be our first time actually running a cultivator. We had the AI running it on field number 16. I depend fairly heavily on the AI. I think a lot of farmers do. At least for Farming Simulator. Because there's only one of me. And it makes it kind of nice, not only for jobs that are a little bit tricky to see, like weeding the way it is. Now, I can wait till next month to do it. I just don't like to. I think the fields are a lot nicer when you can do everything all at once. I think it's a lot better as far as freeing you up for time to do other things. But, like I said, there's only one of me. And so getting this done with AI, while, you know, it may or may not, I don't know, be the most visually enjoyable thing to watch, it certainly keeps us productive. It keeps us moving, and that is important. I don't think we're going to be ready for harvest on the grass until next month. And if that's the case, then so be it. Fine. I want to get the grass cut so I can start getting some bales stockpiled. Because buying bales is silly. Buying bales is a little unnecessary if you can help it. Because you can always just grow grass. try to make this a little cleaner this time. We'll scrape over this headroom, that way we can just turn it around. Oh, too bad. With the width on this thing, we'll be done. Just once we get done with this, we will seed, fertilize, and roll, and then weed. So we have a little bit more to do on this. Unfortunately, it's going to be more or less all manual because all of our equipment has a large working width. This is a small field, and I'd be crashing into the AI. Gotta get this all planted today because this is the last opportunity I'm going to have to put it. For the season. Alright. Now, finish up this last row here. Go grab the seeder, put some seed in, keep it on moving. Ah! Car wreck. Get out of the way. Silly traffic. Do it. Okay. Put you away for another season. At least for a few months. Like the AI is finished with the weeding. Good deal. Also need to get some plowing done. Hook up with this trailer tractor. Over here. Let the AI get started on this. I'll take the other tractor. Finish too. If you'll recall, this was our potato field. Finished it off last episode. Okay. Get you going. Nice. Verify. Okay. We'll hold on to subspoiler. It's not very expensive. Very nice. Okay. Hold this guy up for right now. We could get away with not doing it, but it looks a little bit sloppy. I am, however, just going to set it aside. Set it right here. And I find drop, disconnect it. You don't have a risk of it just falling. So the big field's done. Field number 60, that's done. If you'll remember, or if you noticed, if you were eagle-eyed, that field still needs lime on. I forgot. No good excuse. I forgot. And so it didn't get done. That's okay, though. We will get it. Okay, we're kind of matching. Kind of cool. Around here. Fill this thing up a little more. Nice. Watch the bag get nice and skinny. And disappear. Okay. This won't take very long. I'm going to buzz through the seeding and the rolling. And I'll catch you back on fertilizer. Let's get it going. Okay, quick. Is he busy? All right, we're gonna leave him to the work. And I wanted to cut in for a minute and give you all a quick editor's note. If you made it this far into the video, you're a trooper. I don't know what happened with the audio in the initial recording, but it got super clippy and terrible. If you bypass this episode, I wouldn't even be mad. Spoiler alert, we get everything done on our to-do list. It looks good by the end of it. If you want to hang out, you can hang out, but I want to apologize for how bad the audio sounds in this. I try to do as best as I can, but this is a learning process. Bear with me. Future episodes are going to be better. Thanks, guys. All right, and we're back. So we're finishing up this last little bit of rolling here, and I realized that 60, 61, and 65 all need to be limed. That being said, I could still do 60 and 65. I could still spread lime on. So maybe we should do that, because it's a pretty substantial yield bonus when a field is properly limed. And I don't know if I can spread lime on a field with an actively growing crop on it like 65 is, or like 61 is, but I know 60 and 65 don't have it on. So maybe we should just go ahead and do that. The only unfortunate side is that I don't have a fertilizer spreader that can do that, because I made a mistake and got the one that just does fertilizer. I also appear to have gotten a roller that doesn't want to back up. Let's go. There we go. In the shed. Nice. Not very pretty, but it will work. Okay. Let's throw down some fertilizer on that field before I forget. And we'll see about getting bigger fertilizer spreader first time. Because I still think we should do that. Even if we should have done it earlier, we'll just go ahead. And this won't take but just a second because of the insane working width that we have on it. Just pull up the map here. Off, put that on. Send this to go. Off we go. Keep still. This is wild. I love this fertilizer. There's got so much room. Certainly makes fertilizing easy. Now, if I could do lime at this working width, that would be a game changer. But I can't. It's okay. I did miss the plot at the far end. Go pick it up quick. 2 seconds. Head in now. Borrow a fertilizer spreader. Fill it up with lime. Done. And come back and lime the fields. We'll do an experiment whether or not... Oh, we gotta weed this field too. We'll do an experiment on whether or not we can put lime on the field as a crop on it. I don't know if we can. We'll figure it out. Before I put this away properly, anything else need fertilizer? Well, yeah, these two. But that's... take care of that. This here. Get him going with the weeder here in the middle. That won't take just a second. Okay, you're set. Nice. We'll back this off. Park you right here with the other items that we for. Now, we gotta go get us a fertilizer spreader that can do lime. So, we'll make another trip back up to the farm shop. And we will we will lease a fertilizer spreader that does lime. We'll fill it with lime, and we'll come back to the farm. Come over here, grab this fertilizer spreader, drop off by some lime over there, and make our way back to the farm. Now, normally I would have bought this fertilizer spreader. I like it. It's got a pretty solid working width on it, but I wanted to get the one that I got because it has a variable width, and because I have plots that vary greatly in size, I want to make sure that I can adjust my width as I need to. The only downside to that one is, as you can see, it does not do lime. We'll grab a tank of lime here. I don't mind getting a full one because undoubtedly we need it. And I might just mess around and buy this one at some point. I'm not going to do it right now. I'll wait till I get a good harvest in first, and then I'll buy it. But lime is pretty much the only thing that I would use for, honestly. Because the other one just does everything I need to do. Yeah, and at $1,600, not that big. Ooh, it's heavy though. Okay, we can pull it. Alright, weeding is done. Good. Our way back to the farm. Drop some lime. Let's see how this lime experiment goes. I think the rain wasn't scheduled at 4 o'clock, right? 4 o'clock. And it's just just a little shower. Little September late shower. Boy, I wish the hedgerow and not where it is. Just make life easier. Alright. That'll take care of that. Hold this up. Set it here. Head. Bed. As always, we'll double check. Still needs plow, that's why we have plow. This one needs lime, so we might be able to return. The only reason I want to hold on to it is because we are about to harvest several fields. Rolling. Mulching started. This needs stone picked. Steel. Weeds are active to report. Everything is labeled except for these two, which are in transit, except for this one in transit right now. They're growing. These are fresh. You know what? Honestly, I think these are all in the same growth stage, and that makes me happy. Good to go. All right, let's move on. Last thing. Yeah, nothing we need in those. Wind Rover. We don't need a right now. Okay. And then of our available assets, we have potatoes, which we know is February. We have sorghum, which we're going to keep, but that's February anyways. Honey, we do have. That's not right now. That's February. Okay, moving on. Let's do it. Bedtime. Okay, good morning. Welcome to October. Ooh, we got a little tractor for sale. 171 horses. We don't really need a third tractor at the moment. Nothing came up right now. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. We got a whole bunch of harvest. Except for this one. Ah. That's annoying. I don't know why one of them is lower than one of them is later than the other. That's okay, though. Let's check. Weeds. Tiny dab of weeds right there. Nothing else to even worry about, and I think we can hit it with... So. Yeah, I forgot we got to fertilize that, too. Did I miss out on that? Am I dumb? Yep, missed out on. Okay. Alright. Oh, and any contracts. Any good contracts? No, plow. Whatever. Lame. Okay, we have a lot of cotton to harvest. Let's get it started. Wait, how do we want to do that? Park you there. Yeah, I do, because it was an AI. Let's do a thing real quick here before we pull this up. I want to know if I can get the... There's a small little line of weeds right there. You can see it. That's the right button. Gotta love this. It's like we're gonna take off. We're not going to be able to get rid of those. But we did minimize the side of them. So this is why it's so important to weed before you go out of the month that you cultivated on. Because now we have that one little dab of weeds, but everything else is good. We will double check our honey. We have a lot to do. A lot to do this. Realistically, I think we should save it for the next episode. Last thing we'll do is check the honey. See how much honey we generated in a month. So, 4 hives in 1 month generated 9 pallets. I think it's 2 months, but 9 pallets and then a partial start of a 10th. Got a lot of good little profit coming out of our greenhouse so far. And the grass is technically ready to cut, but we're going to leave it for 1 more month and get the max out of it. So, that's going to do it for this episode. Next time, we will be harvesting and preparing the next couple plots up there for grass before we get out of October. Thanks for being here. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell so you can see when we're going to be live. And I will see you next time. Take it easy, everybody.